tries to read you a lot. Sinister is very, very aggressive. He will continuously throw out that nair, throw out those forward airs, and try to find out to where he can grab you to go ahead and hit those up throws and everything. But hopping, enough announcer, enough of my boy. We are going to hop into this next match. Zex going against Stark. Stark actually going with the Cloud this time around, even though he's been running a lot of Marth.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how he's going to handle the Sheik matchup with Cloud, because I know that something that Zex likes to do specifically is he'll do the grab release on the edge on Cloud, and then he'll just throw one needle, and then that knocks him back just enough where he won't make it back.
That's actually a very smart strategy, but a very good strategy. All these fares into the Bouncy Fish, racking a lot of percent, getting Stark off stage, but Stark being able to recover without burning the limit. Now, Zex keeping up the pressure right now. Unfortunately, not getting that Bouncing Fish, but Stark has the advantage being on stage. And when I look at this matchup, I feel Sheik has to be almost perfect. And when she does overextend slightly, that is Cloud's chance to go ahead and get those up airs, and at high percent, go ahead and just let out that limit side beat, get a very, very early stock.
For sure. Something I'd like to see Stark at least attempt, I don't know if he's practiced with it, and it seems like Zex is just going straight for the ledge every recovery. If he can get Trump and then limit side B, it's pretty confirmed on a lot of characters.
Exactly, and that's something to really look forward to. But that fair into the Bouncing Fish, Zex getting the first stock off of Stark. I'm not sure if he's feeling very comfortable in the matchup, just because there's so much pressure that she can put on Cloud.
It definitely seems like he's just trying to fight for any breathing room that he can get, and Zex is just really successfully smothering him.
All right, got limit on deck yet again. How is Stark going to take advantage of it? I'm looking forward to a limit side B somehow, some way. I'm not sure if that was a misinput or if Zex was actually fearful of going too deep.
See, so what Stark was trying to do there was he was trying to cross him up with the late down air, but Zex ended up guessing right with the pivot grab.
Right now, Zex is all over Stark, just really reacting to all of the aerials that Stark is really just landing with, getting a lot of these grabs, and has already lapped him on his second stock.
I feel like that was kind of a desperation side B that just kind of more or less cost him the game.
Yeah, no. Honestly, what I want to see from Stark is to go ahead, sit down, relax a little bit, and try to find the opening. Because right now, he is just forcing all of these, all these aerials and all of his approaches. Yeah. Zex is he's sitting down, he's waiting, he's reacting, perfect shooting as he can, and then just taking advantage of all of these grabs and racking up a lot of percent like Sheiks do.
Yeah. So opting to go Duck Hunt game 2, I feel like this is a pretty smart pick for Cloud, because there's a lot of room where he can run away to charge limit. I mean, that's something that I've experienced with Kronos a lot, is backing away, charging limit as much as he can, and then he'll just pick and choose his fights with limit, and then just go for nair to side B confirmed.
Okay. But no, yet again, this game is looking reminiscent of game 1. Zex is all over Stark, racking up a quick 82% to his 27, racking up a couple percent off the needles, and again, just getting all of these grabs.
Yeah. It almost feels like Stark isn't knowing how to react, because it seems like he's air dodging into the ground a lot, and Zex is just absolutely taking advantage of that.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I mean, to your point, seeing how Stark is playing, he's expecting Zex to go ahead and let out a lot of these tilts. Yeah. But Zex instead is just sitting there waiting and just reacting accordingly to how Stark is. Because, like, honestly, what it's looking like, Stark is a little afraid because it's Sheik.
Yeah. It's tough. I know that and Sheik Cloud is a super tough matchup for Cloud if the Sheik plays it right. And with such a high-level Sheik like Zex, you know that he's going to take advantage of every mistake that he can capitalize on.
Yep, again, another forward smash coming from Zex, getting that stock of Stark. And now Stark is trying to get himself some steam, getting a couple of nairs, now hitting that forward air. Has Zex off stage. How is he going to take advantage of it?
Nice tech there. Down Techable spin.
Yep. Fair into the bouncing fish. Not quite taking the stock. Very, very close. Back air.
It's almost like Zex, the whole set wasn't throwing out those tilts that you were talking about when he was air dodging into the ground, and now he is. So Stark's gotten used to not looking out for him. Great up smash, taking that stock.
Yeah, Stark realizing that he shielded the bouncing fish. Zex had nothing to do other than bounce back, hitting him with that.
That's going to take it. Good stuff by Zex. I mean, showing that he is comfortable with the matchup. Just absolutely smothering Stark at every opportunity.
Yep. Some unfortunate stuff coming from